Hey everybody, it's Shadowstar and Crystal here for another review of Legends of Tomorrow. So, it's Destiny, the second last episode of the season.
And oh, it's a big one.
It is a big one. I mean, honestly, this episode sometimes feels more big than the next episode. Not to say the next episode isn't big, but there's a lot in this episode that happens.
Yeah, definitely.
There's a lot. We'll start with where we left off with Jax being sent away to the past. So we basically get to relive the first episode again with Jax in the past and Stein there. And
yeah,
there is one little thing that bugs me, is Stein's really panicking that he's going to die. But yet, when Ronnie died in the Flash, he went almost a couple of months before he felt any real effects at all.
Yeah, true.
Whereas here, it's presumably only been a day at most. You sent him away, and this episode presumably picks up right where we left off, so I don't get what the big rush is on Stein's department, so it should be nothing to worry about, but it was fun to see the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does make me wonder if this was always going to happen. Like, from the way Stein reacts to the mention of Rufy, it sounds like he gave him the idea.
Well,
But
yeah.
then, if it did always happen, then present-day Stein would remember Jax is coming back and he wouldn't be worried.
I mean, time would catch up with him, so that would still happen, and that's a good point. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. My theory is maybe it takes wilder time for catch up. If anything, I'd say the point at which time catches up is at which point Jax leaves the timeline and changes. Which would be why, like, when they're running off to go stop it and Jax shows up, it would be just then is when he no longer panics.
Oh, true. They are in the vanishing point, which is unaffected by stuff.
Yeah, so that's why he's still panicking. If he was somewhere else, maybe memories would start to catch up with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, that was nice to see. That was still an enjoyable. Honestly, I can't really think of. There's definitely not really any scenes that really. There's no scenes I dislike or drag on or anything.
I know, it was all great.
We do finally get information about, like, the Thanagarians and what's going to happen in the supposed future and why the Time Master. Like, this is the episode where we finally learn why everything's been happening.
Yeah, except, okay, the Time Masters are backing Savage because they're protecting the greater future, that Savage needs to be there to keep humanity united or something. But why did they let him take Kendra?
I don't know. I guess maybe he still needs this. His immortality. I'm always under the assumption that his immortality is fueled by being fed by Kendra or Carter. So I guess here have a Kendra.
Yeah. And he's got Carter.
That's true. He's got Carter. Why he hasn't just killed Carter, I don't know.
I don't know.
Why hasn't Carter's been? He said he's got Carter in the hold. Why didn't he just go kill him? I don't know. These people never kill people when they're supposed to. Except Mick. He's the only person who actually does what he should.
Yeah, I know. He didn't even need to, but he killed that guy Declan.
Well, that's the thing. If Mick could kill Savage, he would have by now. It's only because of what happened with Kendra, but let's not worry about that.
Except the Time Masters wouldn't have allowed Kendra.
That's true.
Just like how they mentioned how they had Savage kill Rip's family to cause the anger that fuels him, they probably gave Savage the means to brainwash Carter so that Kendra would be stopped and so that she wouldn't kill Savage and it would feel like she's not killing him of her own free will.
Exactly. If they're manipulating
the way it works is that it feels like they have free will. They're not doing things out of character. Like Rip said, I did all this. I'm trying to save my family.
So the Time Masters are to blame for Kendra being stupid. Got it.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, that doesn't change how stupid it was, but at least we know somebody else is to blame.
Yeah.
Which, well, to be fair, that's what they want, so why you'd want her to be stupid. But anyway, we do get a lot. Pretty much every character gets to have some decent moments. We get some good stuff with Snart and Sarah, because they're the only two who weren't captured at the last episode.
Oh yeah, there was a nice funny moment when the phone randomly rings.
That was a fun. Yeah, even in a crazy episode like this, we had a few funny moments like the phone ringing, or when like they sabotaged the other time ships.
Yeah, and they just start singing.
And it's the same song we had in episode 1 when they're in the bar too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, yeah, we got some good Sarah and Snart scenes together at the end and all that stuff with what happens with Snart. So, yeah, obviously we're building character development to Snart because of everything that happens at the end.
Mm.
But, yeah. So, yeah, Snart's gone as well. So, that's the end of Snart.
Yeah, although in a world with alternate Earths and time travel, you never know what could happen.
Well, true, but this Snart is gone and it's still a death, no doubt about that.
Oh, yeah. They kind of tricked us for a while. We thought it'd be Ray, then Mick wanted to hold it, and then finally Snart.
Yeah, which I was always baffled on why they can still see the vision of Ray.
Well, they can see things in the vanishing point, but they can't control them.
But why wouldn't they just engineer a future where they never decide to blow it up in the first place? Their decision to blow up originated outside the vanishing point, as far as I'm sure.
No, I think they were still in the vanishing point.
Okay, maybe the ship I thought the ship was hovering in the temporal zone.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, and for the most part, Savage is just kind of out of this episode. He's only in the last scene with Kendra. And we get a clip of him still killing. Which raises a question on, why can they not still just go back and continue their plan? Now the Time Masters aren't in control. Why can't they just go back in time and save Rip's family?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Oh well, season 1's almost over, guys.
But then again, it's still hard for them to track Savage's location in time.
Especially now, yeah.
One, because Savage has a time machine, and two, it turns out Gideon was getting her information from the Oculus.
This bugs me because it feels slightly inconsistent. Earlier in the season, Gideon had information, but she said she doesn't have updated information because she hasn't been going to the vanishing point, implying that, you know, she just needs new information, an update. Remember, they got information from that time lady? But here's the thing. By that logic, she shouldn't lose her information. She should just have her old information and never be able to get an update again.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's the weird thing. She should still... Plus, I mean, they could still try. I mean, she can get information, just like they could get information from Aldous Boardman or just getting information from newspapers like she did at the end.
Plus, there are times we know Savage to be 2166, ancient Egypt.
That's true, but oh well. To be fair, Rip did say he tried over and over and over again. Although, to be fair, that was when the Time Masters are... Oh, whatever. We could spend all day debating on whether or not they can save him.
Whatever.
But that's just honestly, that's just a minor thing. Like, it doesn't make the episode actually bad. It's just a debate. Like, why?
Yeah.
The episode is
all in all, it's really good. I'll go 8.
I'm going to give this a 9. This definitely is probably one of the best episodes in the season. I don't know if it's better than next episode, but it's probably the best episode in the season, maybe? It could be. We'll have to see. But we only have one episode left in the season. We know what we're going to do. Savage is still around. Carter and Kendra are still kidnapped. Snart's gone. What else? That's about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what's the final episode called?
Legendary.
Well, that doesn't really tell us much, but it's cool, I guess. Well, I suppose we will see you next time for the finale of Legend Season 1. See you next time, guys.